In a culture obsessed with comfort, with convenience, with cutting corners, we're told that love should feel good, that self-love is soft, gentle, forgiving. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes self-love is brutal. Sometimes it's waking up at 5 a.m. to train while the world sleeps. Sometimes it's walking away from pleasure and walking straight into pain with your head held high. Discipline isn't the opposite of self-love. It is the highest form of it. Because real love doesn't always coddle. Sometimes it calls you out. It says you're capable of more, now act like it. We don't chase discipline because it's glamorous. We chase it because it keeps us honest. Most people avoid discipline because it's inconvenient. But here's what they miss. Discipline gives you freedom, not the fleeting kind that fades after a dopamine hit, but the kind that compounds, that stacks, that builds unshakable self-respect. When you do the hard thing, the thing you said you'd do, even when you don't feel like it, you stop outsourcing your confidence. You earn it. Self-love isn't a bubble bath. It's not whispering affirmations into the mirror while your habits betray you. Self-love is making yourself proud. It's the version of you that shows up on time, that chooses integrity, that sacrifices now for who you're becoming later. Discipline teaches you to trust yourself, and trust is the foundation of love. If you don't keep the promises you make to yourself, how can you truly respect yourself? And if you don't respect yourself, how can you claim to love yourself? You don't need loud applause when you've mastered silent victories. The morning run no one sees, the decision not to text them back, the 100th rep, the unread DM, the hours in the dark. You don't post about it. You don't brag, because your self-worth is no longer a performance. It's a discipline. There's power in being unshakable, in knowing, no matter how I feel today, I will still honor my path. That's not motivation. That's not hype. That's love. Love is the will to extend yourself for your own or another's growth. You love yourself when you grow, when you push against the parts of you that want to stay small, when you walk past the version of you who would have quit last year and keep climbing. Ask yourself, do I actually love myself, or have I just made peace with mediocrity? Do I chase validation from others because I've abandoned the responsibility to validate myself? Discipline is lonely, but it's in the silence, in the hours no one claps for, that you meet your real self. You shed the noise, the expectations, the image, and you face the truth. Most people don't need more self-esteem. They need more evidence. Evidence that they're not a liar, that they keep their word, that they can trust themselves when no one else is watching. This is the paradox. Discipline feels hard in the moment, but undisciplined living costs more in the long run. It costs your time, your potential, your peace. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. If you do what is hard, your life will be easy, Les Brown said. Discipline is the long game, the quiet rebellion, the slow mastery of self. It's not about punishing yourself. It's about protecting the life you're trying to build. Because when the world gets chaotic, discipline is your anchor. You won't always feel motivated. You won't always feel ready. You will want to quit. That's when you remember, I love myself too much to stop. Discipline is the ultimate self-love.